interesting. It says we are live, but I don't have any picture. So, give me 1 second while I try to figure out what's happening. Oh, there it is. I guess we have picture now. I have no idea what is going on. This is very frustrating. Every single time I try to go live, it starts acting all funny on me. So, we're having a lot of really intense, energy, so that might be part of it. Some of you may be feeling that right now. I most certainly am. Let me know if you can hear me okay. It looks like I'm really choppy, so this is not good. I defragmented my whole computer, tried to make sure it wasn't my computer that was making it slow. Oh my gosh. And it looks like it's super choppy. So, I don't know. Let me just catch up on the chat real quick. Let me read the chat. Turn that down. Background. There we go. So we have Hannah Mori, Jan Sue, Rita, and Marty, Val Pal, Alexandria Armstrong, Scott Murphy, Morgan, and anybody else who's here. And I've got 10 likes and 10 viewers, so you guys are on it tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome everyone. Wondering why no chat yet. Yeah, there's an interest. I don't know what's going on with the internet. It looks like it might be another one of those days. It has been a while, Rita. I'm glad you're here. Oh my gosh, of course I'm getting pop-ups now. Worst timing ever. Go away. There we go. Okay. Hello, Faery and everyone. Oh, what's going on here? There we go. No, you're not late, Alexandria. We just got started. It's skipping for you, Hannah Mori. It was skipping on my end too, so I'm wondering if audio seems good, but the video is jumpy, so you guys can at least hear me talking. That's good. What's up, Tom? Welcome. I'm gonna get a drink of water. I have hiccups right now. Okay. I'm just waiting for it to reconnect. I don't know if you guys can still hear me talking. Lagzilla, yes, buffering. This is so frustrating. I really want to talk about what's happening and I can't even get it out. This is just, what's happening right now? Oh boy. All right. So, it looks like we're back. Hi, we're back. I hope you guys can hear me right now. So I'm going to try to say it real quick before I run out of bandwidth or whatever it is, signal. So we had a CME a couple days ago, and we just recently started feeling the solar wind impact from that CME. You will have noticed somewhere around 6 to 8 hours ago, and that was when we had a phi angle flip where we started feeling some of that impact from the CME. Winds finally started increasing. They were in KP0 for almost 2 days, and KP0 is like cosmic ray health alert. It's really intense. We did have some activity on the Schumann resonance that confirmed some high gamma ray frequency activity coming in. Definitely a change in frequency on the planet. And also, we have Mars retrograde. Hi, Bert. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Yes, Mars retrograde. So a lot of really chaotic energy, a lot of really working through aggression. Mars is like, very masculine energy. Hello, Harry Alamo. Yes, the lag is very bad. It's very bad. Yay, it's good. Nice. Okay, cool. So, what we've been experiencing over the last couple days has been really intense gamma ray frequency, cosmic ray energy. So that's been putting us in kind of these more transcendental states. So you may have been experiencing loss of time, feeling kind of out of it, struggling to get grounded. This is for if you are not, fully, balanced and aligned. If you're in a state where your body is very balanced, very aligned, very attuned, these kind of energies can actually assist you into getting into really heightened transcendental states because of how the energy affects your brainwaves. So it puts your brainwaves into a gamma wave state, which is a very high meditative state where you can hit really high frequencies if you are in that balanced place to do that. If you are not, then you are going to be forced to look at the imbalances in your inner workings. So this can be experienced as tower moments, a lot of chaos. This can be increased triggers. You could be going through fights in your relationship. You could be dealing with a lot of static friction because it's basically your body reacting to the energy because you can't get to those heightened states until you clear out that extra static. So that extra static is coming to the surface to be looked at, to be cleared, so that you can move to those higher states during these energy waves. Too much power, yes. I felt it massive swing for me. I had a nap in between. Very good. Napping definitely helps during these energy waves because when you're sleeping, you can integrate the frequencies more easily. Drinking a lot of water, eating healthy, making sure you're grounding. And I'm talking about like going outside and getting your feet in the dirt if you can. Yes, you napped too earlier. Val Pal got knocked out. Yeah, it really intense energy. I've been really struggling today. Just trying to get a grip on the energies. I was just like, went outside a lot just to try to like get a focus, but even that was hard because I'm in Oregon where there's a lot of smoke. I've been getting pissed off more frequently. So that's that Mars energy, Alexandria. Let those triggers teach you and guide you to where you may need to work on yourself a little bit more. And don't get down on yourself for those triggers either. Let them teach you. And if you, maybe don't learn the lesson the first time, there's always going to be another opportunity that comes around for you to learn whatever it is that you needed to learn. I have been feeling amazing. Best week I've had in ages. That's awesome to hear. Be like this till mid-November. Be cautious. Thank you, Bert. So mid-November, you guys, keep an eye on your energy and be aware of what it's trying to show you. Very irritable, Jansu. Yeah, I've been such a roller coaster. It's not even funny. It's been really intense. I'm just being perfectly honest. I am so not perfect when these energy waves come through. If I haven't been eating good and meditating a lot, I kind of fall apart. So my depression comes in full force to be looked at. I get a lot of anxiety that I have to look at. I really have to work on myself a lot. That's when I have to do a lot of shadow work because all of the inner chaos that, I don't want to look at is forced into my face during these kind of energy waves. And so when we have like a CME from the sun, and it kind of affects the energy in a way to where we get hit with these like minimums where we're getting the cosmic ray energy, because it kind of puts everything in a loop. So we'll get like that energy where we'll go all the way down into KP0 and we'll sit there for a while. And this time it was a really extended period of time, like 2 days, which is a lot. If you know people who have heart problems or neurological problems, seizures, anything like that, they could have even been very affected by this. And then now that we're getting the solar winds coming in, it's going to start kicking that cosmic ray energy up. But now we're getting solar wind energy, so you're going to be feeling that too, especially once it starts hitting the KP 3, 4. You're really going to feel it when it gets into 4. Right now we're still kind of in the 1. By tomorrow we may start seeing some KP 3, maybe even KP 4. When it gets into KP 5 and 6, we're going to be looking at like G1 solar storm activity. I don't know if it's going to get like that. It wasn't that big of a CME. But sometimes the small CMEs, they surprise you. Like we'll get really big ones and we won't get much of anything at all. And then we'll get the little teeny tiny ones and it's like G1, G2 solar storm. So I just kind of got to wait it out and see what happens. It's raining now, Harry? Okay, that's good. That helps purify the energy, the air, clear out any... It's very good. Rain is good. And precipitation is great when we have this kind of energy because it just kind of clears and purifies things. Hydration, yes, definitely hydrate. Stargazer 333, welcome, new name, thank you for being here. Esoteric bad child, hi, yeah, I was feeling strange today, slight migraine, so I took it easy. You were definitely feeling that triangle flip. I know I felt it. I started feeling kind of nauseous and floaty, and I was like, what is going on? I don't understand. So it kind of had a nice big flip and then had a couple little hits after. But that was, I want to say, it's 8 now. So when I looked at it, it was a couple hours ago. So it was probably 8 hours ago when that hit. But you feel it at different times depending on where you are in the country, around the world. I know that my face is very vibrating today. I don't know if you guys get that too, but when the energy gets very heightened, my face, my cheeks will vibrate a lot. My nose gets kind of itchy from the vibrations. I also feel it a lot in my feet, and my hands will vibrate. Sometimes I'll feel like different chakras activating and vibrating as well. I did feel some happening in the root. I definitely felt some solar plexus clearing when we had that kind of that triangle flip. I definitely felt that in my solar plexus a lot. It made me a little bit nauseous, to be honest. Had a big fat migraine yesterday, John Benny. Yeah, we were in KP0 for a really long time yesterday, so that was probably part of that. And I know you're super sensitive to energy as well. My eyes were so heavy I could barely keep it open. It was weird, almost like I was morphing in and out of time. Yes, so you were definitely tapping into those kind of out of time frequencies. When you're hitting those gamma wave frequencies, you're moving outside of that kind of time and space. And if you're really, in a position where you can astral travel, you may even do that more easily because of the energy. You had a migraine too, Marty? Yeah, migraines are really common during KP0. I used to get them really bad. I actually haven't been getting them. I haven't had one since I started the Shilajit, now that I think about it. Is Morgan still here? So I started taking this stuff called Shilajit. Morgan sent it to me. And I've been taking it for 2 or 3 weeks now. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at when she sent it to me. But I've been taking it for at least a couple weeks now. And I haven't had a migraine in at least a couple weeks. And I feel like that is huge, because I'm like the 2 or 3 migraine a week type of person who gets migraines. I recommend checking it out, trying it. It's called Shilajit. And I just do like a pea-sized amount in my coffee every morning, and it really helps with the stomach as well. And a lot of my migraines are connected to the stomach, so that could explain why it helps so much. I got to go out and sing to the trees before work today. Hee hee, it was super fun. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. Is it weird to not really get angry. Not at all. Everybody is affected by the energy differently, feels the energy differently. And it all kind of depends on what you're going through. Like, if you're dealing with a lot of things that have to do with the anger inside, like you're clearing a lot of anger from your root, and you're holding on to that, and we go through an energy wave, that's going to come to the surface, and you're going to feel more angry. But if you don't have that to be cleared, there's no reason for that to come to the surface during the waves. I hope that makes sense. You too, Tom? Not weird. Okay. I felt off balance and lightheaded. Yeah. That'll do that to you. Sometimes I feel like it throws me for a loop. Like, I almost feel like, you know, like those wheels that you put your feet and your hands on and they turn you upside down. That's kind of what it feels like. Yes, Val Pal, I hear you. It's like a wave of exhaustion in a matter of a couple minutes at times. Yes. I actually had to sit down and just close my eyes. My third eye's been extremely active. I don't know about you guys, but it's like to the point where it almost looked like there was like a fog in the room. I kept thinking, is there a window open? Is there a window open? Is smoke getting in the house? Because it was very smoky outside. And then I realized like it would clear out, and then I would kind of sit and kind of like relax my eye focus, and it would get all kind of like smoky and foggy in here again. I was like, what is going on? The energy's been really strange. And so I know I was probably seeing some of that, and then also I've noticed there's been a little bit of a density hanging around, and that might have been kind of that fogginess that I was seeing, some more of that like denser energy. Hannah, you probably don't have pent-up aggression, so that could be why. Well said. I think 3 planets in my first house make me a lot Faery. Helps me a lot, Faery. Okay, yeah. Not at all, Adam. It's much more natural, in fact. Yes, depression has definitely been creeping in, Faery. And Jansu, I definitely feel like you and I can find a similar ground and resonance there, as we've both been through bouts of it and had to overcome it. It definitely likes to creep around. When I think I'm starting to like come out of it, it'll always like kind of pop its head up like, are you sure? You sure you're done with me? And then I have to kind of go through things, go through emotions again. But I'm starting to look at my depression from a whole different perspective, whole new understanding, and start using it to help heal me rather than take me down and put me into these spirals where I basically just don't want to be here anymore. I don't let it take me there anymore, whereas it used to take me there really fast and very often. So, being able to kind of see it from a new perspective has helped me heal a lot of the reasons why I'm depressed in the first place. So, I'm actually grateful for it when it does come around, because it kind of shows me the places that the sneaky ninja shadows that are still hiding in the closet that, you know, like to really hide well and camouflage themselves amongst the pretty colors. Vegan, grounding, meditation. Yeah, I know I need to really cut out the cheese. I would probably be dealing with the energy a little bit better. I definitely need to go back to the alkaline vegan diet. That's when I was probably in my best state as far as physical health and wellness. If anybody has issues with their health, their gut, autoimmune disease, migraines, seizures, anything like that, I recommend the Dr. Sebi diet. And I think there's a couple different ways you can do it. I did like a vegan alkaline version, and I even kind of made it a little bit my own. So I always recommend that with anybody who does a diet. Like, really listen to your body and let it tell you what it needs. Did you see my video on YouTube, John? I recorded it. Thanks, Scott and Alexandria. The synchronicity where I am and watching is on points. Nice. Yes, floaty. Crazy syncs here too. Yes. Vibrating all over my hands and solar plexus was active. So you were definitely getting those activations. I was feeling a lot of clearing, and I think some of that nausea was actually me purging energy from my solar plexus, from my inner child. Remember to breathe. I think that's what that was. A reminder to tell you all to remember to breathe when you're going through these cleansings, these purges, because they are intense. The energy is intense and the purge is real, you guys. And don't get down on yourself. Like, if you feel sad for a minute, go ahead and feel that. Figure out why it's there. Face it, embrace it, release it, like Soothe the Glitch says. Third eye and crown for you. Definitely. I was definitely feeling some of my third eye and crown as well, Hannah Mori. Could feel vibrations in my chest and your eyes twitching. My eye was twitching earlier when I was talking, like right here. That's funny you said that. Lots of moon water, energized September 2nd. Nice. I've been holding back my truth from a friend. What I feel is taking advantage of me, but it wants to come out so bad. Been screaming in my sleep, fuck off. The timing isn't right, however. Well, when the timing is right, you will be shown and you will be given the opportunity. And I hope you can speak your truth and heal in that moment. That makes so much sense, Bert. Yes, Hannah Mori, I'm the same. At one point, I was sinking into the vibration, and I felt like I was floating, but I'm glad it's not just me. I'm glad that you were able to find a community where you can feel like you're not alone. Because I know when I first started going through my awakening process and I started having all these really weird symptoms, like the ringing in the ears, the leaking in the ears, like the itching in my eyes and ears, and like my eyes twitching, vibrating in different parts of my body and my hands and feet, seeing things, not just out of the corner of my eyes, but like seeing energy and experiencing really like psychedelic experiences, having intense like memories that felt so real, that weren't mine, from this life, from this reality. Like all of that, I was just like, literally thought I was going crazy until I realized there was a lot more people out there, a lot of people going through all the exact same things that I was experiencing. And so all of a sudden I didn't feel so crazy. I was like, wow, I'm not actually crazy. I'm just evolving. I'm just upgrading. This is actually a really good thing. And that's when my journey really started and my healing process really grew and expanded from there. Definitely been in conflict with yourself. Been in and out of that myself, Jan, for sure. Could anyone spell that out for you? I'm not sure. You'll have to let me know what you needed to spell. Morning Star. Major migraines. Oh, give her my love. I will send healing. Yes, hands and arms vibrating big time today. Thanks for mentioning that. I've been just about doing astral every night for a couple weeks. Been successful a few times. Very good. That's exciting, JW. Keep practicing. It'll get easier and easier. Makes me so happy, Faery. Hannah Mori, hi. Yes, stomach is the other brain of the body. Yes, that makes sense. And I feel like I've heard people say that, and I mean, it resonates. Can be quite intense at times, for sure. I agree, Stargazer. I'm just grateful that we all have each other to kind of come together and talk about what we're going through so we don't feel so alone. I think the hardest part about this journey is feeling alone. And kind of feeling like you're crazy. And kind of, because you'll find yourself surrounded by people in your immediate environment that aren't experiencing the things you're experiencing. So it makes you feel a little bit crazy. So being able to connect with other people, even though they may be very far away, even across the ocean or across the world, that are experiencing the same thing as you, makes you feel more okay with what's going on. As star seeds grow where planted, yes. My third eye has been super active. I have seen more colors, sparkles, shadow beings, and orbs. Okay, everything. That's awesome, John. Thanks for the sync, Stargazer. Question, what are CMEs again? So a CME is a coronal mass ejection. So we have two types of activity that come off the sun that will bring like impacts on the earth. So we have solar flares and then we have coronal mass ejections. Solar flares will typically bring in like the R1, R2, all the way up to R4 class storms. If you get like R4, it like knocks out all the grids. R1 is like a minor where you might have some grid interruptions. R2 is when things start blacking out. R3 is when you have blackouts. R4 is when like full grid systems go down. So those are solar flares. CMEs is when you hit more of like the G1, G2, and so these are the geomagnetic storms. And these do similar things. They just kind of hit in different ways. They're a little bit different types of frequencies, but they can still knock down grids. The CMEs and the solar flares will light up earthquake activity, will also affect the weather. So you see an increase in hurricanes, tropical storms, earthquakes, volcanoes erupting. So all of that's going to be happening. You'll see shifts in things like the pole. So the pole is always kind of shifting. We're going through that movement. So a lot of times when we get these big blasts, and I'm talking like the higher, like G2, R2 storms, you're going to see more movement in the pole, in the shifts. There's just going to be lots more going on with the planet during those big activity times, periods. So you're looking at, weather, volcanoes, earthquakes, stuff like that, stuff of that nature. You're also going to be looking at health impacts on the human body. So people who have heart problems are going to be going to the hospital, ending up in the ER with chest pains and heart problems and even heart attacks, not knowing what caused it when really it's the energy coming in that's triggering that. So I don't want to get on too much of a tangent. I do that because I get really far behind on the chat. I feel like doing nothing most of the time. That's good. That's because your body needs to rest. If your body's saying rest, then rest. We tend to feel like we constantly have to keep going because we're programmed to constantly think we need to be looking into the future all the time when we really need to start learning how to be more in the now, more in the present moment. So if your body's wanting you to rest, lay down, it's teaching you to be more in the present moment. Take advantage of those nudges and lay down and meditate, or just enjoy yourself for a minute. Just be in that now, in that moment. That's what your body's trying to tell you, saying, I'm tired, I need to rest. Let me rest. Be in the now, be in the moment. Doing nothing is my new favorite hobby. Yes. If Glitch was here, he would say, just be to fulfill the prophecy, because everybody is their own prophecy. There is no one savior. We are our own saviors in this matrix game that we are experiencing. Lots of solid indigo colored orbs around me the last year or so. That's awesome. So it may be, if it seems like it's the same color and a similar looking orb each time, it could be the same entity, kind of maybe a spirit guide hanging out with you, letting you know that they're near. Have you tried communicating with it, Stargazer? Oh, Faery, that is so incredible. I love hearing how you're overcoming depressive feelings. Oh, thank you, Emery. I must be really far behind on the chat. Thank you. I'll have a look for the charts now with time. And I should have put the information in the chat. I will do that when the live is over for the SWPC, where I kind of I check it every morning for solar winds, for CMEs. They have a CME graph. I look at the sun to look for solar flares. The X-ray flux will show you where the solar... Alright, it looks like we're back. Oh, my ear is ringing. What is that? What's going on? Whoa. Oh, Shiza. Glitch, you're here. Okay. Summoned. Are you making my ear ring? Y'all got your butterfly kisses? I can't talk tonight. I'm really struggling. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been struggling to form my words. So if you're wondering what I was just putting on, we have this new product in the shop. If the link's in the information, it's called Butterfly Kisses. It's amazing. It's the best stuff you'll ever use. Okay? Get it in the shop. I try and book in about 3 hours of each day at the weekend. Doing nothing, always happy for more. Oh, Sarah, you're here too. It might have been you. I don't know. It was one of you. Either you or Glitch. Somebody was making my ear ring. That was crazy. Ordered mine. Can't wait for it. Oh, and yours is on its way, Val Pal. It most definitely is. I think I have the receipt here. I'll tell you when it's going to get there. I think this one's yours. 9/15. It'll be there on 9/15. So that's in 4 days. Because of the weekend. Yes, butterfly kisses. But sometimes my packages come early. So it might be there before then. Oh yeah, and Jansu, yours as well. I don't know where I did that one, so I'll send you tracking information. Beautiful. Hey, have you guys been hydrating? Drink your water. So we've got 18 people in the chat. Do you guys want to do a meditation since I'm caught up on the chat? Oh, that's so strange. One of my kids' toys just started going off. And it wasn't my cat. She's right here. Let's go find out what that was. So I have this little bee, and it was sitting on my kitchen table. I don't know if anybody heard that just start going off randomly. There's nobody in the room, okay? And my cat's right here. So it wasn't my cat, and there wasn't anybody in my room. So that was very strange. I don't know what set that off. That was very interesting. And my shit started buffering. So maybe we have a visitor in the room. Could be both of us making your ears ring. That's what I thought. And it's funny, as soon as I said I wanted to try to do a meditation, the internet is not working. 19 likes, 19 viewers. You guys are amazing. So, as soon as the internet comes back, let's see. And I just lost somebody. What's up? Pulled from sleep, yes. Pulled from sleep. That's funny because we were just talking about you just a few minutes ago. I don't even know if you were on. Mentioned your name. And, oh, that's not even plugged in. I thought this whole time it wasn't even charging. Are we charging now? Darn it. Can you guys hear me right now? Alright, because I just can't even tell right now. I'm so frustrated. I'm losing all my people. Always happen. Alright. Somebody let me know if you can hear me okay, and I'll just keep talking. Skipping around for you. Yes, we can hear you. Audio is good, okay. I see audio is good. I have this patch of dirt in my backyard. LOL. Is it special dirt? Did I miss something? Oh yeah, the browser definitely crashed. And I'm getting really hot all of a sudden. What is going on? Phew. Okay. Buffering again? Just see a constant buffer, but here and see, I know, and I'm losing all my viewers. I just lost like 5 people. This is frustrating. Alright. And it got really hot in here for some reason. I hear you. Sirens don't know what happens when I arrive. Don't doubt it. Or you know what happens when I arrive, don't doubt it. Well, you made it, the temperature go up about 10 degrees, 37 on my clock. Bella! Oh my goodness gracious. So, it looks like we're doing good. It says I have excellent signal. So, I don't want to start doing energy work though because it's going to knock the signal out. Do you guys have any questions for me right now about the energy, about the sun, about the CMEs, about Sun Cycle 25. I didn't even get into that, so I guess while you guys are putting your questions in the chat, I'll talk about that for a second. So Sun Cycle 25 recently started. I think they called it in January officially. I could be wrong. It was either January or June. It was sometime this year. It's still fairly new. Basically, what we're looking at is we're going out of where we were in more of a solar minimum, where we were looking at the sun being at like 68, 69. Now we're moving up into 70. It was like at 72 the other day. So we're looking at the sun waking up a little bit. So you might be seeing more solar flares versus when we were in the solar minimum, we were looking at a lot of CMEs. So when the sun is more awake, it's flaring more. When it's more asleep, it's like ejecting more of the stuff from its core. So those are more of the CMEs, the coronal mass ejections. So as we are entering this new solar cycle 25, we're actually going to be looking at heightened increased activity of solar flares. If you are curious what that looks like, go back to some of the sun graphs from 2012 when we were in a solar maximum, and you can see what the sun looks like then. Whereas right now we're still technically in a solar minimum, moving out of a solar minimum. So the sun is waking up and flaring more, and it is looking a little more active, but it's still nowhere near what it looked like back in 2012 when it was in like its solar maximum, very much awake, very much alive, flaring a lot. I think connection successful. Sweet. Whoa, what is going on? I must look stupid in my pink shower cap and mask. I seriously doubt that. You're probably adorable. I would love to see that. Love the sun. Yes. You're back, Alexandria. You see, yes, I see you. 1144. The angels are with us. I wonder which one was messing with the bee, the little purple bee. Where'd it go? Or no, it's pink. Pink and purple. I'm such a weirdo. You guys have to. Are we down again? I'm just gonna lose everybody. I guess it's a good thing I didn't even attempt to try to do a meditation this time. I should have known better. Sending love to the stream. Thank you. Yeah, something's going on. Can't handle our energy. Let's see. Well, I guess we could go over to Instagram if you guys want to go over to Instagram. Who wants drop a comment in the chat if you want to go over to Instagram with me. This is so frustrating. No, it's not your Wi-Fi, Bella. It's mine.